Now, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
11 mighty.
Here's Pollard again. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Gun. Shot.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow swinging this out for Pollard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Burrow. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. You look at this Eagle defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
11 MT paint.
From midfield now, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
12. Stop.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
11 Thomas.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Here we go.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we
They
go.
come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Philly sets to punt. It'll be Cameron Johnston to do the honors. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. MT, 11 MT. Stop.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Agnew now to return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
I'm one. Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Going right back to Dodson.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Running right, it's Pollard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Ready?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action with Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like it take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
11.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. 11 MT, tape.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On one, ready?
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
11
And Burrow going to change the play.
11 MT, 11 MT. 12. 12. Stop.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11 MT, take. Stop.
Pollard going to try the right side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
On 2, ready?
Now 2nd and 9.
11. 12. 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion right is Brown. They go play action with Hurts. He's got him in, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. He'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
11.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And shoves him off at the 20. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Silver, ready?
Second down. Here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
On one, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Play action. It's Burrow. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Washington. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, let's go.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's an Eagle first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Oh, what a move. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
63.
Jacobs is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
2nd and 7.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Burrow looking here for Smith downfield. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
11. Stop.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here we go.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Washington, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.